from a small idea to an international IT services company. In 1991, two university graduates in Kiev, Ukraine, founded a small company specializing in computerized monitoring systems. Today, more than 30 years later, Infopulse is a global IT services and consulting company with more than 2,000 engineers and consultants in 7 countries. As CEO of Infopulse Europe, Jendreczek is responsible for the development of the German market and Switzerland. How did you start at Infopulse? Can you still remember your first day? Yes. Before starting, I received a lot of packages, including a computer screen, laptop, and other equipment, which I set up at home. At the same time, I received numerous accesses and passwords via private email. What surprised me was that I immediately received a 3-week onboarding catalog, where I learned exactly who is who within the company, and then I began. In the past years, a lot has happened, and now the digital transformation is happening. So, to what extent did you as a company help to shape this transformation? The beginning is primarily in our way of working. We all have a home office contract and work entirely in a digital environment. This means everyone is free to work from home, and we collaborate by using web tools and other modern media channels. We truly live digitalization. It also means we must have trust in each other, which I believe is very important. Building trust is the foundation for establishing relationships with both customers and employees. We carried this approach to our customers as well, by implementing trust-building measures, conducting workshops to understand their pain points and where we can help. What is important for forming good customer relationships? It's very important that we listen to the customer first, and that the customer opens up to us. Only when they open up and really tell us about their challenges, we can think about how to assist them. This applies both personally and professionally. If you only tell half the story, we can only help halfway. So we're good at encouraging customers to open up, and by the end of the day, they see that our suggestions make sense, and then we continue working together. If you compare your personal values and the values of your company, do they overlap? Yes, in the short time I've been with Infopulse, I've experienced a company where the focus is truly on the human element. We talk about all aspects openly and don't shy away from any topic. I find this appealing because it fosters a culture where meaningful conversations take place and things naturally evolve. Tell us more about the development of Infopulse as a company. Infopulse started as a personnel service provider, supplying resources to other companies or clients to complete their projects. Over time, we realized the need for building consulting capacities and project management expertise. Now, we are capable of handling projects independently from start to finish. As your company and its founders are originally from Ukraine, how has the situation around the war in Ukraine affected Infopulse in the last years? Has it had an impact on your everyday life? Starting with the Crimea invasion, there was an awakening in Ukraine and among the founders. They decided to relocate the workforce from the eastern regions to the western parts of Ukraine. They bought buses and trucks through private initiatives and rented hotels, anticipating potential risks. The number of cyber attacks also increased significantly. When Russia escalated the war, we took action to fortify the safety of all specialists and procured generators for independent power supply. This situation brought people closer together, and I've witnessed a greater understanding and respect for each other. Surprisingly, it had no negative impact on our work, and we continue to experience stable growth. For example, we have been serving one of the Big Four consulting firms since 2008, with 100 to 140 specialists taking part in these projects to date. This brings us to your achievements. Let's take a look at the successes of your business and also where you personally have made a special contribution. Our major success lies in transforming from being just a service provider to a true service partner. This development has stabilized over the years, and we are recognized in the market for our growth in this segment. Personally, I believe my success stems from bringing a large circle of customers through my leadership experience and introducing new colleagues from my network to Infopulse. I make sure to bring potential candidates together with Infopulse specialists to ensure team compatibility, as it's essential for a successful collaboration. Can you give us a hint about the projects you are currently working on? Sure. Based on feedback from the mid-size segment, we understood that many customers not only prefer to use the 30 cloud content services offered by various cloud providers, but also wanted a German-speaking cloud. So we started this project, and by autumn, we will be able to offer a German-speaking cloud service to our clients in Germany and Switzerland. What is your personal recipe for success for a modern company? Providing people with freedom and space is essential. With the freedom to operate, they develop, think out of the box, and come up with new ideas for the company's internal processes. This freedom is also reflected in their interactions with customers, allowing them to understand and implement the client's requirements effectively. It fosters a positive atmosphere, and I believe open, honest communication is a significant contributing factor. Now, let's look to the future together. What do you think the world will look like in 20 years? And what contribution will you make as a company? Looking 20 years ahead, I believe artificial intelligence will take over mechanical and rigid processes. We will have autonomous driving and witness even more changes in consumer behavior. On the other hand, I think creativity will become increasingly important. We will need individualists and creative minds to design and implement things faster. I believe digitalization will be an integral part of our lives, similar to how we cross the street today. I hope that Infopulse, together with our parent company, Tieto, a Scandinavian IT service provider with 24,000 employees, will be a significant part of this transformation, continually evolving with technology and our customers. Since everyone has important people in their lives, is there someone who has inspired you in particular? Certainly, it's my parents and the family environment they provided. They taught me how family functions and how people should treat each other. In the business world, I've been inspired by many companions who demonstrated how to handle things reasonably, achieve goals, not through top-down leadership, but through friendly dialogue. I've learned a lot from them and have been successfully navigating this path for over 30 years. That means friendship exists for you in your professional life. Absolutely. It's not an either-or situation. I have friends and even friends among competitors. The human factor is crucial. If someone leaves for another company, we can still cooperate on projects, share knowledge, and mutually benefit from it. It doesn't always have to be about being in the first row. I feel comfortable being in the second row as well.
da haben wir nicht die Kapazitäten, aber da könnte Christian helfen. Dann machen wir mit. Ich muss nicht immer in erster Reihe stehen. Ich fühle mich auch in der zweiten Reihe pudelwohl.
Wonderful, great moments with Christian Jendreczek. My honor.
Herrlich.